this is for the group chat and the group chat only. So I got the opportunity to go to F1 Drive in London. It's the official F1 karting experience, and it was amazing. Let me tell you, from the time you arrive, it feels like a red carpet event. You get to feel like this is going to be the best day ever. So you walk through this light bridge and you're greeted by the amazing staff that got you signed up for your event. I had an 8:30. I went at night because I figured that was when the more experienced drivers would have been there.
The content collecting started. If you want to get the kit on now, just get out of the way.
They walk you over to the locker area where you get all suited up. They have the F1 Drive branded racing suits for you. They help you pick up the size and everything, no problem, no hassles at all. Okay, so those are my personal racing boots. So after you're all kitted up, you proceed then to the waiting area. They tell you that you can assemble in this area and wait for your driver's briefing. This area with some lock boxes, and I thought it was really cool that they had like box, like for pit stops, box on the wall right next to the lock boxes. So you even have an area where you don't actually have access to walk into it, but you can see it. It's a see-through, completely transparent garage. So it's a garage in glass, but the actual mechanics work on the cars. And a display with all the information, cycling through all the information about the cars, the power, the special features or whatever. But beyond that, then there is a life-size model of a modern-day Formula One car with the F1 Drive livery on it. A little seating area with race replays running. From there, you will naturally gravitate to the spectators area. So the spectators area has everything. It has live telemetry of all the races, all the sessions that are going on, whether it's qualifying, a sprint, or the what they call it, the super race, which will be the Grand Prix. You can sit right next to the track, drink, eat, cheer on your friends. It's so cool. It's such a cool, and the sounds. Like there's action obviously on the course itself, but then there's actually a commentator. Speaking of commentators, your brief is narrated by F1 commentator David Croft.
On London's brand new state-of-the-art karting track.
After the brief, when you leave via this light bridge. And it kind of gives you the feel of like when you're watching Formula One on TV and you see the drivers' introductions. It gave me that kind of feel, but I was late. After the brief, I kind of got separated from my group because I stopped back to record a little bit of content. I had to run through the light bridge, so I didn't get to soak up just walking through this light bridge. I was actually running, trying to catch up to my group.
8:30? 8:30.
So everyone's different, but for me, the most exciting part was the build up to qualifying. So you're sitting inside your kart, and it's the first time that you'll be introduced to your onboard engineer.
3 turns that you need to respect. Turns 6, 9, and 15.
It's an electric kart, so you wouldn't expect to hear an exhaust. Obviously, the onboard sound system delivers these sounds for you.
If you're in the zone, use your DRS.
This is all part of the experience. This is to immerse you into the experience. It is So cool. Another thing that I thought that they did that was really cool was the use of the neon lights overhead. These lights actually mirror the condition of the circuit. So if it was green flag, the lights were green. If it was yellow flag, they would flash yellow. But all together, the lights actually formed the circuit, the racing line. Well, not the actual racing line, but it was a guide. So it was similar to driving an F1 sim for the first time and having the driving lane turned on, if that made sense. So if you kind of found it difficult to memorize the circuit, you could actually just follow the lights and you could see what turn was going to be coming up next. Okay, the only problem I had was when the session is yellow flag. They will automatically cut the power for you. But what happens is that it's not in sync, it's not a big deal. But when the session is green flag again, you hit the power and you don't immediately get it. But your opponent might get it. So then that might allow him to create a bigger gap. Or it might allow someone from behind to pass. So that was the only problem through the entire experience that I had.
Nice work. Not pole, but P2 is in good position on the grid.
But when it comes to the actual racing, carts are so smooth. And once your ERS is fully charged, you can actually feel the boost once you press it. The same thing with the DRS, but we already know it's no drag reduction, but the boost that you get from pressing the DRS button is crazy.
We're at DRS zone. If you can.
It is so crazy. And I did the full course, the full 17 turns, and there are 2 DRS zones. And ooh, that was so much fun.
You're in the zone. Use your DRS.
They even do post-race interviews. It is crazy. It is so cool. Oh, and at the end of the racing, you're actually given an album. The haters would say that I was Photoshopped.
We do not care.
If you would like to see more content like this, just let me know, and I guess I'll see you at the next experience.